Cheers.
So what up, Doc?
Hey baby, how you doing, dog?
Back again.
You nice?
I'm back again with it.
Still in the suit.
I told you, this is sticking.
What the hell is wrong with you?
This is my thing now.
Is this you for the whole, like, this is you now?
Listen,
Shorts
man.
and yana?
Nah. I go to the beach with flip-flops. I don't wear sneakers at the beaches, but I'm trying to be clean.
Again, I respect
Just
you
be
for that.
try to be clean, okay?
I'm all behind you.
Let
dog.
me live. Let me live. You good on your end?
I'm nice, dog. I'm surviving. Man.
Yeah.
I'm putting on a smile after a very long time.
Yeah. That's good to see.
After our last talk.
I don't know what her name is, but I appreciate her for it.
I wish. I definitely wish.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Man. I was chopping it up with a cousin of mine.
Yeah.
This week we were talking about my late grandfather on my mother's side. So the story he's telling me, he reminded me actually. My grandfather had this thing, right? We used to, as grandkids, we used to love hanging with the dude. He used to buy like Elover syrup, right? He used to make us kneel down in front of him and then squeeze that thing in our mouths, like, right?
That's a lot, yo.
It's a lot of.
That betting thing in your butt.
I'm trying to. That was so like our quality time with him would involve a lot of like real sweet, trivial, funny-ish like that. What another thing was he'd like roasting and frying meat for us. So like he'd buy kilos of meat. Would sit on the front porch. He'd get his electric frying pan, like that old school square rectangle frying pan. And then he'd just like fry that thing. So one time, like he'd buy meat and specifically just for the grandkids. So this one guy from the neighbors, he's coming in, he's visiting grandma, and sees a lot of meat. He's like, oh, yo, dube. I was like, young piece in yan. And then this man is like, nah, it's not mine, it's for the kids. Mind you, at that time we're like 7 to 13 years old, like the brackets. So this guy's on some, young piece in yan. It looks good, like it's for the kids, man.
It's not for you.
And he's like, just one piece. And he's like he was that guy, like he would repeatedly say the same thing with the same facial expression, like it's for the kids. And initially, like this guy couldn't understand, like it's just one piece, and these are kids. We're not even like keeping track of how much meat is there, but he's just like, it's for the kids. This guy's like, I just want piece in here. He's like, it's for the kids.
It's not for you.
Like, yo, I cracked up when we were talking about it with the cars, and I was just like, it got me thinking about how him, and then just in extension, like I'm a Grot man from that era. They had these principles, man. Like you would see them, and to you it might be the most trivial thing. Like it makes no sense, but for some reason, known to them, like they would stick by it.
They had that no break mentality.
Nah,
they don't break for nobody.
And it was like again the smallest things, man. Because when you would look at it, you're like, it's not a big deal. It's not.
But they have order and procedure. Whatever it is, no matter how tiny it is, no matter how not serious it is, but if it's along the lines of order and procedure and the law, listen, this is how it goes. That's how it's gonna stick. It's fire. For the kids. You understand?
And you know what the guess is? I'm beginning to get it. I'm actually beginning to fall into the same shoes. I now have, and I didn't notice this until people were pointing it. I now have those little quirks that I don't waver on, and the responses are always, but dude, it's just, and like to me, it's not just. It's a bigger idea to it. But then I'm now hearing it so frequent. It triggered when we were reminiscing on that story. I was like, oh snap! This is what he was doing.
And I like, this is it.
It's
now.
It's like a whole thing.
I like that you're seeing it that way now, because that means if you were to let one pass, you would have to let every single thing pass. You understand?
You can't.
The minute the other person goes to you and says, but dog, it's only 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then you let that pass, that means you're gonna have to let every single principle in your life, no matter what it is, you're gonna have to let everything pass. And that's not wrong.
You can't now, because again, it's as we're growing up, we're now taking form of who we really are.
Yeah.
And we're now realizing what we stand for. And so that's connected to a whole lot of other little things. Like, for instance, the dumbest, smallest things, like change at a supermarket, right? Like, you'd get like 50-cent change on whatever you buy. Like, I'm conscious of whether they give me my change or not. It's not even about the money, I'm not broke enough to argue for 20 cents, but the idea and the principle of it.
I'm gonna wait for my change.
Oh, yeah. So now, like, even if I have 20 cents coming at me, I'm gonna wait and see if she gives it to me, or he gives it to me. And if they don't, then it's a thing, like, So someone else will like, it's just 20 cents. Like, yeah, it's 20 cents, but the principle behind it isn't a 20 cents principle. The idea, it's mine. You don't get to choose if this is, you know what I mean?
And a lot of us as men, we fall into that trap. We fall into running away from valuing like those little principles that we start.
I'd say we don't even have them.
You understand what I'm saying? We've lost it completely. If anything, that we've gone into following what's being done, doing what everybody's doing, and then you forget the little things that actually molded you to become who you are.
Yeah.
You understand?
True. It's true. I think that's why, again, like, so many of us, like, our priorities are so messed up and we're so twisted because we're chasing the wrong things. Now we're chasing money. Now we're chasing popularity. Now we're chasing girls. Now we're chasing, and all of these things are cool to have if you earn them, but like, they're not the end all be all of this whole game. Like, money comes if you follow and honor the right principles. Money comes without question. Women follow, without question. All due respect, but we are now that group is like, man. The spirit of just standing for something on your own, regardless of whether there's someone next to you or not, or whether it's the popular or unpopular thing, is lacking. Now we're just like going with the waves. And so much so, even in cases where you can see that something is wrong, like you as Heavy, you'd see, man, this is messed up. But because there's no one else in line that's saying, yo, this is messed up, you're just gonna, I'm gonna wait for someone else to say it, and then I'm a follow, and then like, but if you see it, then speak on it. We don't have that. Now we're just like, someone else will fix it. Or no, someone else will deal with it. Or it's not my problem. Or whatever other excuse we give.
There's this cat I know. I'm bringing up the story because you're talking about losing yourself.
Yeah.
There's this cat I know, very nice guy from way back, you understand? But this guy changes like the seasons, you understand?
Changes what? Personality?
Personality, everything, the way he looks. When a trend kicks in, he's on it.
Oh.
When this kicks in, he's on it. He doesn't just change he doesn't just change the way he looks.
Yeah.
He changes his personality as well.
That's a lot.
I don't even know this guy no more, basically.
That's a lot.
Who are you, my nigga? You understand? You can't do that to yourself. And it's draining, my dog.
Can you imagine?
It's too much. Who are you? Don't even know who you are. Next thing you know, soon you're gonna be having like two hairstyles going on the same hair.
Yeah, pink and lime hairstyle,
What's
mohawk
going on? B? Shout out to all those niggas that do that. It's cool.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is,
I wouldn't say. I don't know. I think it's true. I'm liberal, but I don't think I'm that liberal yet.
like I don't like us to follow what's being done so much so that we tend to lose who we are. Like, I don't know this guy no more.
Yeah.
All because of following every single thing that pops out of nowhere you want to be.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. You know it's fun. It's not supposed to be funny, but I'm not a perfect human. It's funny. I was we were at a gathering back in Bloom some years ago. This dude is there with his girl. A couple of other of my guys were there. Some female company. I think he was one of two, maybe three couples there, all with their girls. Like, we're having a conversation, everybody's drinking, we're having, just like, it's fine. So I think it was like four of us guys who went there with our girls. I was single at the time. I think my other dude was also single, whatever the case was. So we're just there, we're like, it's normal conversation. And this dude, he happens to be the kind of, person that I'm speaking about now, like, no backbone, no stance, no whatever. So for the like 80% plus of the things that we are saying, and we're just talking. We've no points to score. Like you're with your girl, I'm not targeting your girl. Like, hey man, we're just drinking and having fun. So yeah, so we're talking, and we're just talking our own age. Like we're just rambling, and this guy is constantly agreeing with us.
Yeah.
At first, like, there's no notice of it. Okay, cool. We have the same views, whatever. So at one point, like, he says something. He says it before we give our view. He speaks on it. It's like, ah, cool. So he speaks his piece, and then I think, no, it wasn't me. It was my boy. He had a different opinion. He's like, I don't want to agree with that. And then he gives his point. It's not even an argument. He's just like saying, oh no, I don't see it like that because of A, B, and C, and 1, 2, 3. And then this guy just jumps ship and then jumps onto this way. Oh yeah. Nah, you're right. Now everybody's looking at him like, weren't you on the other team?
Hey,
like,
what is going on?
Did you just say you were, but it wasn't like a thing when we spoke. We just noticed like, man, you just.
You know how pathetic you look doing that.
And we spoke about this afterwards. He's with his girl, and this is what.
Shorty was there.
She's right next to her. He's out with his partner, and now we're looking like, really, like that's what you want to do, like.
You know how pathetic you look in front of your girl now.
And I'm okay. Like you can have a change of heart, and you can change your mind, and that's fine. But that was not what that was. That was purely
follow it.
Oh yeah, crap! I think I might have casted the wrong vote. Let me
follow it. Switch it up.
So now we're like, oh, and you're supposed to be leading a relationship or a household or whatever the case is, when you yourself don't even know.
We've all been in arguments. We've all been persuaded to switch sides.
Yes.
But how you switch sides, that's what matters the most. You understand? You have to show understanding, number one. You have to show you have to show that what you thought was right, now you see that it's wrong, right, because of 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
You can't just decide, it's hot in here, I'm going to that side.
You can if you don't know why you were there in the first place.
You understand?
Dudes now just do things for the sake of doing them. Like if I ask you, why are you doing that? Okay, I see you're doing it. Okay, why?
Yeah, what's forcing you? What's pushing you to that?
Let's have that conversation. Like, why are you doing this?
Dog.
That's when you freeze them. Like, nah, man, I just do it because you know. I'm like, no, I don't know.
Next thing you know, niggas cursing at you.
Oh yeah. Now we get defensive. Like, why are you coming at me?
Yeah.
Why?
When I tell you you're looking at my girl, nigga, calm down.
I was just asking, like, why are you doing that? Like, it's just a simple question. I don't understand. So I'm asking, like, why? Like, what's your whole thing? What's your? But nah, like dudes like I fear like we don't have principles. We don't stand by anything, man. Like we're so comfortable. So comfortable with just following the trends. Like even if this is going to the ledge, just jumping off, like we'll just blindly go and just hope that some intervention is going to come before it's our turn to jump. But like we're not vocal. It's like even this whole thing of we should probably have this whole conversation of domestic abuse again. Now it's like if you see something happening it can be in a public space. Like a lot of dudes now, we're just like, hey,
yeah, that's true.
That's their affair. I don't know where it started. I'm not. I'm like you just. I think I told you the story.
You did the Bloom story.
Makufe, dude was in the room beating on his girl.
That's the first thing I came to.
I go to my other housemate. I'm like, yo, can you hear this? Like, we should do something. He's like, hey man, I don't want to get involved. No, my guy, you don't want to get involved. Like, if she dies or something happens and the police come through, like, we're already involved.
Like, there's literally no running away from that.
Do you know what I mean? And this was a case where you could literally hear, it was no room for interpret. It was point blank.
Yeah.
This person was being physically beaten with furniture. So I'm like, we just gonna sit? Like, really? Nah, I don't want to get involved. Seriously?
Can't just chill.
Like that's our men. That's us right now. Like, hey man, I want to get involved. Like, I don't know where it started. You don't know it. You don't need to know where it started, man. Like,
or because it's something that's being done nowadays, like
It's convenient, yeah. It's easier to not take responsibility. Now it's just like, hey man,
and
like
it's happening everywhere.
to each his own.
Yo, all the time.
It's a problem.
All the time. It's not even physical abuse, you know. Even just hearing him shout at the short, like
Any type of injustice, any type of wrong or injustice, all problems. It's like any type. We don't speak on anything.
but it's bad. Like the minute
We don't
you
do
jump
anything.
in, like no, like the whole like stepping in, like
Yeah.
I know it's a conversation for another day altogether. But the minute you step in there and try to help out, then
Of course.
yeah.
But that's part of the gig.
Yeah, it comes with the territory.
It's not supposed to be. That's the whole idea of writing it. It's not a convenient or fun thing to do, but it's a responsibility that we have. Like, I'm not saying getting in between a dude and his woman who's being beaten is a fun thing to. Hell no. It's uncomfortable as hell. Might be scary, especially if the dude is bigger than me.
Yeah.
But by no means does it mean you just then sit idle and just hope that someone else comes along and fixes it. That's the whole idea of getting principles of, like not necessarily following trends, but just standing for something. Like having a belief system, like I believe in this. And I'm stand for this. If it's one man against 50, it's cool. But I stand, I believe in this. I am about this. Anything that comes or attempts to threaten this is threatening me. And we're gonna have,
And one thing that makes this whole journey thing, I say journey thing because every one of us is on their own personal journeys.
Yeah.
Every one of us is going to the end of the rainbow, pot of gold. Last conversation we had, I talked all about that.
Gotcha.
One thing that makes that so interesting and that so worth it is meeting up with different people that bring different things to building you on your journey. Now, if we're gonna go out and meet up with the same guys all the time, doing the same things, like we're not building, are we?
Nah.
We're honestly not building. We're doing the same shit with different people.
It's facts.
I want to sit down with somebody totally different from you, pick a little something from him, go on to the next person, get something from them, something different. I can't go there and go sit and chill with another Ndie. That's come on, bro.
Yeah. No, it's comfortable. Yeah.
It's not working. It's not going to happen.
like-
we gotta switch it up.
You don't get to be with people that challenge you.
Exactly.
Because then, again, when you're being challenged, you have to answer the questions that you're scared to answer.
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
Exactly.
Oh, you believe in that? Why? Okay, what's the end game? No one knows those answers. It's just easier. Oh, heavy drinks, man, I'm going to drink too. Why are you drinking?
No, Heavy's drinking. No.
Why are you
Why
drinking?
are you drinking?
What does it do for you?
I get that Heavy's drinking. Why are you drinking?
Hey man, like, who doesn't drink? I'm not talking
You
about.
see, now
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. What are you
And
doing?
then now it switches up. Don't tell me what to do. Man, calm down.
I was just asking, man. Listen, peace. I'm just saying. It's not a good look on you, my guy. So I have to ask, like, why do you do that? But no one knows. Like,
Nobody ever knows.
and like we're now just growing into those men that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you get so violent, so aggressive, and you get so physical because you
Don't
can't
get
even.
don't get twisted, fellas. We're not saying don't follow a star. You understand?
Yeah.
You see something on a billboard, you see something on TV, you see something on a magazine. Like, this guy has a nice look. This is a beautiful. I want to try this out. Not a problem. All I'm saying is, don't lose yourself in the process. Do things that make you happy, definitely. If you're not doing nothing that's making you happy, then you're wasting your fucking time.
That's true.
But
That's true.
you have to not lose what you bring into all these things. That's why I'm like, I'm this guy. I know what I like. But in my journey, on my course, I would like to meet up with different people to learn from them or to take something from them. You understand? You can't.
Valid.
You can't just do like one thing and then lose yourself altogether, like in the process.
It happens.
It's that.
Toast to the fallen soldiers who have done that.
Damn.
But it's
Now they gotta shake it up.
it's an unfortunate reality, man. I just see it quite a lot more often now. Like the idea of principle, the idea of man. Like I'm gonna stand my own.
And it's irritating.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
really irritating.
Like my grandfather used to lock the house gate at 6 p.m. He passed away 6, 7 years later after his passing. The gate was locked at 6 p.m.
Standard
That
procedure.
was-
Let's go. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The man is gone. But the house rule
He
stands.
never lost his word.
Like you don't wear pants in his house, he was gone. The rule still stands. You don't wear pants when you walk into that house. Gates locked at 6. He was gone. The gates were still locked at 6. This is a matter of principle, still for something. And it was clear, it was known that this is what he stands for. It's point blank, I believe in this, I don't play with this game. No questions, no exceptions. I just don't see that in us no more. We're fluid.
All over the place.
Yeah, we just go with wherever the tides go, man. Like, hey, part the least resistance, let's go with that. Like,
Man, we gotta start swimming.
it's
We
a
gotta
lot.
start swimming. Toast your grandfather.
Hey, man, toast to the men that stand for
Toast to
theirs.
the man, baby.
Love it.